All right, so let's now look at the gap and grab setup. I explained to you the gap and go setup. So now how do you know that it's not going to hold the gap and you can short it for your gap fill? So AMD, XOM, and NVDA were top examples of our gap and grab repeatable setups. Defined entries, defined target. You could literally make one risk and 3, 4, 5 reward on such setups. So XOM was gapping up on the US Venezuela attack, the capture of the president, of course the oil company gapping up. So I told the traders, may profit take under 125.50 gap and grab, trade versus that. So I clearly told the traders that we can profit take under 125.50 as soon as the market open on XOM. I tell the traders it's a gap and grab if it cannot get back over the 126. Of course, I already gave the pre-market plan. So we shorted it. We shorted right here versus 125.50 bounces versus this risk of 126. So we risked like $1, less than $1, and we took it all the way to 122.50, right? So we made a $2.50 per share profit. As you see from my guidance here, I told the gap and grab. I gave the stops on 125.50. I gave the target of the full gap fill, and we also cover into 10 a.m. And from that, ExxonMobil faded. If you risk 1,000 shares, 1,700-800 risk, you made $2 grand, 2.5 grand on this beautiful trade. And you see that we bounced from the MTF clouds. So why was it gap and grab? Because it was breaking 34.50. It was not holding the Ripster 34.50 clouds and also the 125.50 level. Support is most important, that you need to watch the pre-market level. So that was one of the gap and grab. The other gap and grabs were for us was AMD. So AMD CEO speaking at CES event 9:30. NVDA CEO speaking at the CES event at 4 p.m. EST. Okay, so AMD, I told the traders, big gap up, cautious profit taking or 512 breaks. I said that in the pre-market. NVIDIA gap up, bullish if holds 512, holds long over, only long over the previous day high or pre-market highs. So what did both of them do? AMD, look at this candle. If you trade the amateur move, you should stop out, but we waited. I saw a lot of sells. I told the traders no long, it's a 512 short, it's a gap and grab, avoid the longs. And from there the traders shorted from 229, risk of 230s. You could short right here on this pop because it's failing the pre-market highs, or you could short this flush with this pre-market high as your risk, 230.40, or you could also short 229, then you have to risk $1. You take it all the way to gap fill. That was a $5 per share profit, and even then it never called. It stays on the Ripster 512 clouds, and then it faded all day long onto the 1 hour MTF cloud, right? The same thing for NVIDIA, big candle shorted. It was a little choppy, but could not get over 34.50 clouds, broke the 1 hour MTF cloud, all day short.
Come to trade with Ripster. Join the community at www.tenettradegroup.com.